but when the hooker sees what his face looks like, she just wants him to leave. So this kind of starts the effects work. And especially if you see the uncut version, which this is. For a long time I had actually a disc, I guess you would call it a bootleg, guys, that I got from someone off of eBay that actually had the uncut version. But now you can, fortunately, you can buy the DVD, and it's got all the stuff, the raft scene and all that everybody hears about and has maybe seen clips of that they hadn't actually seen it in the film. But now you can actually go back and buy this film, and I think it's still in print, and I don't think it costs too much. Amazon for a short time had a video out that had the uncut. Although it said it was rated R, the word on the street was that it was the uncut version. I never actually got to see that VHS copy, so I can't confirm that for sure, but that was the rumor going around. And I believe it was like $7 at that time, which wasn't a bad price. I think you can get the DVD now for like $10 if you can find some place that has it. And I believe Amazon still has it, probably deep discount, and some other places. But again, this is a summer camp film, takes place at summer camp. There are kids in this one of different ages. There's some kids on there that look like they might be 12, 13, 14. Then there's some that look a little bit older, and then you've of course got the counselors that are supposed to be supervising the kids. But of course, as you know, the counselors don't always keep track of the kids the way they should. They're not really taking care of the kids the way they should. And this probably happens in real summer camps too. Sorry, moms and dads, but I'm sure it does. Because, at least in these movies, there's a lot of sex going on. There's a lot of drugs being ingested. A lot of alcohol being drank. And nobody really being responsible. But that's not the main part of the story. Of course, people aren't paying a lot of attention, and so they end up getting killed off. A lot of times people will refer to these slasher films as cautionary tales for teenagers especially. But you could look at it that way, but I'm more along the lines of what some other horror directors have said, that they're just literally not paying attention, and that's why they end up getting killed off. You can look at it both ways. You can look at it as they weren't paying attention, or you can look at it as it's a cautionary tale. I guess it will work either way. But there are some really good kills in this film. The raft scene being the best, because so many people are killed at one time in very gruesome fashion. It has been argued that the raft scene is basically the only good scene in the film, and the rest of it's kind of slow and boring. I disagree with that. I think the whole film works as a whole. I mean, you could say Friday the 13th is dull and boring because there's some talking going on between the kills. The same thing happens with The Burning. So if you like Friday the 13th and you think The Burning is boring, me personally, I don't see why you would think that, really. But, you know, to each his own. But anyway, that's The Burning. Be sure to pick that one up if you can. The last one I'd like to talk about is Madman. And the word is that there's going to be another edition of this come out soon. I haven't heard a lot on that, so again, I cannot confirm that. It's just the rumor I've heard. And this seems to be really, really popular with certain people. I know the guys at Dead Pit, especially Wes or CK, he is just crazy over this movie. He loves it. And actually, I love to hear him talk about it because he gets so animated and excited when he's talking about it. And any movie where somebody is that passionate about it, I love to hear them talk about it. I don't care if it's a crappy movie. If somebody's passionate about it enough to want to do a song about it, which he and Aaron did, or to just talk about it in general and collect stuff. I mean, he has a huge collection of Madman memorabilia, and I'm going to give a little shout out to the guys here. If you haven't listened to Dead Pit Radio, you haven't went over to YouTube and watched their videos, you definitely need to do that, because these guys are not only passionate about a film such as Madman, but they are also passionate about a lot of other horror films. They are very funny guys, very nice guys. Don't let them fool you. If you meet them, they're very, very nice. Again, as I said before, their persona for the Dead Pit show, in my opinion, is a little overblown as far as their actual personalities. But again, they'll probably kill me for saying that. But anyway, back to Madman. This one is another one that concerns a summer camp. I think this summer camp might be for gifted children, like gifted and talented thing, really smart, artistic children.